Hey, everybody. How's it going? I see the cool conversations y'all been having. Love it. Yeah, it could happen, Nathan. Could happen. We have the full course. I have a 91% pass rate. So 91%. It's not 100%, right? It's okay. Sometimes you get. First of all, can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me? Some of the exams are hard. Some states I found are more challenging than others. It happens. Some states can be extra hard. Okay, cool. So I want to see what questions you all have, and my goal is to help you guys pass your exams. So if you want to see where I am, I'm in Massachusetts right now, home. So we are. Here, I'll walk around you guys so you can see. Oh, can you pass me my phone, please? Thank you. Okay, so we are going to check out the seaport. If anybody has any questions about their passing their state exam, let me know. I'm going to cover some stuff to pass your exams. You really want to look at the exam content outline for your state. And then what you want to do is you want to make sure that you can define everything in the exam content outline. Okay. So you want to make sure you know all the definitions for all the words in your exam content outline. So if you look here, we got all the boats, and there's the city, and then the airport's there too. So I actually see an airplane coming in. You guys are going to see it land with me. But if you have any questions, please. Thanks, Nathan. Yeah, it's nice. There's an airplane coming in. You guys are going to see it. But I'd like to know what questions you guys have about your practice exams. Not your practice exam, your exam. Let me know what state you're in, and I can take some. I'm going to take some questions here. It's really just a big vocabulary test. You want to make sure you really focus on your state laws too. Some states, if you're in a Pearson VUE state, your state laws are probably like 30% of your test in a lot of those states. So we're going to put that question in here. So which type of whole life insurance requires premiums to be paid over the entire lifetime of the insured? Is it limited pay? Is it single premium life, ordinary whole life, or variable universal life? I'd like you guys to put which type of whole life insurance policy requires premiums to be paid over the lifetime of the insured? So Nathan is saying variable universal life. That's D. Variable universal life is D. A is limited pay. B is single premium. C is ordinary whole life. And D is variable universal life. So Nathan says D. Here, look at this. We got airplane flying in. There we go. Should I put this down here? Be better. Nope, that's not better. Okay. So we have limited. You're correct. It's C. It's ordinary whole life. So whole life policy, traditional, regular, old, run-of-the-mill whole life, requires premiums to be paid for the entire lifetime of the insured. Okay. So premiums are going to be paid for the entire lifetime of the insured. All right. I'm going to put here. And this is a vocabulary test. I'm going to give you an example why this is a vocab test. Because the definition of ordinary whole life is a life insurance policy that has cash value, that is premiums are paid until age 100, and or at least until age. Oh, here's another. Look at the big one coming in. Cool. Oh, I just put the answer on this one. I marked the answer. But it's in an ordinary whole life policy, the cash value is guaranteed to equal the death benefit at what age of the insured? It's 100. So cash value equals the death benefit at age 100. Okay. So at age 100, the cash value equals the death benefit and it pays out to the insured. So if it's a $100,000 policy at age 100, it's going to pay out. Anybody have any questions about whole life and how that works? Let me know if there's any parts of your course or your material, or maybe you're not sure how it works or what it's about. Alabama. Okay, Alabama actually has a little challenging of an exam. Okay. You got this, ND. So Alabama's exam is a little different. Alabama and Kentucky make their own exams. They don't use a provider. So Alabama uses the like Alabama University of Alabama or something like that. That's what Alabama uses. Okay, I'm going to put another question in here. Yeah, Florida, Roxanne. Florida's laws are a big part of it. The laws are a big part of it in Florida. Okay, another question. What is a feature of universal life insurance? Is it fixed premium payments? Is it premiums are invested in a separate account? It's so cool with the plane in the background. Is it flexibility in premium payment and death benefits? Or is it coverage for a specified term only? What do y'all think about what's a key feature of universal life insurance? Think about that. Excellent. Oh, you are all correct. It is C. Oh, look, it looks like lightning in the sky. It's an airplane polluting the sky. Okay. All right. See what we got next. Oh, I put the answer again. I marked the right answer. Variable whole life insurance allows policyholders to invest cash value in, is it fixed subaccount? Subaccount similar to mutual funds, government bonds only, or non-interest bearing account. So if it says variable, if anything says variable, you know that it has to do with investments in the market. Okay. Variable means investments in the market. Yeah. Okay. What does a level term life insurance policy offer? An increasing benefit over the term of the policy. Yeah, you also need a securities license. Correct. So increasing the benefit of the total policy, decreasing premium, a constant death benefit, or a death benefit that varies based on market performance. So what do you think a level term life insurance policy? What does that offer? Nathan says C. Anybody else? Maybe one person in here? I think it is, yeah. Yes, it's constant death benefit. Okay. Another question here. These are questions I'm taking right out of some Pearson VUE exams. So I took actual Pearson VUE exams, and these are questions from those exams. So it's insider information. What type of life insurance is best suited for covering a mortgage? Is it level term, decreasing term, increasing term, or annual renewable term? Correct. It's correct. It's B. Everybody got B. Sweet. I'm gonna go back into my car. This is really warm. Okay. This is another one. I'm gonna put this in here. Oop. Okay, I want you to answer this question for me in the chat. Oh shoot. Sorry, Nathan. Okay, there we go. Aha. Here we go. Here we are. Once we feel it. Turned it off. 80? Oh, okay, hold on. You feel the seat, the air coming through the seat? Okay. So return of premium life insurance, term life insurance, provides a refund of all premiums paid if the insured files a claim, outlives the term, cancels the policy year early, or converts the policy to whole life. So return of premium term policy. So what I want you guys to see here, term policy is temporary, okay? So term policy, it only lasts for a certain amount of time. All right. So if it's not A, if the insured files a claim, can the insured file the claim on their own life insurance policy? If you did, then you're Jesus because you you rose 3 days later. If you file a claim on your own life insurance, I mean, if it's a living benefit, then maybe, but right, yeah, it's really hard to file a claim on your own life insurance policy unless it's a terminal illness thing. If they outlive the policy term, that's correct. It's B. So return of premium life insurance provides a refund of premiums paid if the insured outlives the policy term. So this is another example of why you need to know the vocabulary. This is a question. So Soundcraft. I'm actually in Massachusetts right now, man. Winthrop. I was looking over Logan. I'm back home. I'm from Mass. I live in Puerto Rico, but I'm from Mass. This type of question could be on the Massachusetts exam for sure. They may not ask it the same exact way, but if you know the vocabulary word, if you know what a return of premium term policy is, then you'll know. So this is the thing. Term policy is a temporary life insurance policy. Term terminates. That's the way you want to think it. Term terminates. So eventually it'll terminate and they won't have it anymore. So return of premium term, what the insurance company says, they get people to pay more money for the policy if like the insurance company says, look, if you pay more every month, we'll give you all the money back. Right? So if you pay us more every month, we'll give you the money back. So say a $100,000 10-year level term is $100 a month. They outlive the 10 years, they don't get anything back. But then a $100,000 return of premium term might be $200 a month rather than $100. And they'll say, hey, when you outlive the policy, if you outlive the 10 years, which everybody does pretty much, like 99% of term policies are outlived or canceled early or converted to whole life. They say, if you outlive it, then we'll give you the money back. Why do you think they would charge more and then give them the chance to get the money back? What do you guys think? Let's do some critical thinking here. I put the windows down because of the fish, the smell of the sounds like seafood there. Just uh maybe we don't have a bag. Huh? No, just all the clothes are in there and stuff. I'm keeping it here. Just keep the windows down. Be good. And put in the back seat. It's okay. Yeah. So, what do you guys think of this? Does anybody know how life insurance? Yeah, exactly. ND said they invest the money. So this is how life insurance works. This is how every insurance works. That's why insurance is so profitable. You are telling the life insurance company, I can't afford to die tomorrow. My family can't afford for me to die tomorrow. People in my life can't afford for me to die tomorrow. So I want you to pay them money if I die. Now, the insurance company says, okay, if you pay $100 a month for the next 10 years and you die in the next 10 years, we will pay your family $100,000. But if you pay $200 a month for the next 10 years, you die, we'll still pay them $100,000. But if you pay the 200 at the end of the 10 years, we'll give you all your money back if you outlived it. Because the life insurance company takes that money and they invest it and they flip it, right? So they don't care about paying the money back because they're like, cool, yeah, we just made a ton of money off the money that you gave us, right? That's how insurance works. And then they have so much money coming in from everybody that they just pay the claims with the interest on the investments that they make. So they take the money and they invest it. So they say, cool, yeah, we'll gladly give you the money. It's actually a bad deal because if you took that money and invested in something else, you'd make more back, right? Right. People don't do it. So I know there's companies out there that say buy term life insurance, invest the difference in stocks. Most people just don't invest the difference. You know, it's saying, hey, assuming they do invest it, most people don't. That help under clever. I'll go to the next one. They cancel the policy early. Well, the life insurance company would actually not want that. So if they cancel the policy early, they may or may not get some of the returned premium back. Essentially, well, I'm not going to confuse you guys, but there might be some return value at that if they cancel it early, but sometimes there's not. Or convert it to a whole life. No. So a whole life return, a return of premium whole life means that the premiums they put in are included in the death benefit. That's the difference. Return of premium term is premiums are paid back if they outlive the policy. Return of premium whole life is premiums are in the death benefit when they die or outlive it, age 100. That makes sense? Super, super important. Okay. So that's why going through those vocabulary, the vocabulary is really important. All right. Um, I'm going to put some things in here. I'm technically on vacation right now. But thank God I have a very supportive girlfriend, and she is all about supporting me while I support you guys. Um, Joshua asked if the practice exams on Excel are similar to the practice exams on the actual state test. Depends what state you're in. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. My practice exams are 100% the best practice exams out there. Not even close. No other company even comes close to comparing. I just put them in the chat. They're $37. Depends on your state. Yeah, so Soundcraft and the practice exams I have right there, I posted. I'll post it again because I didn't put a space. There are state specific questions on here. So these practice exams, I have so many people passing every single week. Like I have a pre-licensed course company. We sell hundreds of courses a week, literally from to massive agencies, and the whole industry eventually will be using my content. Like I'm very confident in it because we just excel above everybody else. So you buy those practice exams, and there's an offer to buy my full course after the practice exams. It includes like way more stuff, which has a 91% pass rate. And look, this is a big deal. Like the insurance industry has completely changed my life, right? Like we do $30,000 a week just from course sales for pre-licensed courses, and I'm just starting that, right? Like, and then we do over 10 to 12,000 a week from insurance income. My insurance license was the gatekeeper to that. At first, when I started, I was like, "Hey, this is just a license. This thing changed my life." Like, I'm not trying to brag. I have 150. This, and I could get something better. There's better things out there, but this car is $150,000 car, and I keep it in Massachusetts and drive it for 2 or 3 months a year. And I can do that because of insurance, right? Like I've also sacrificed. Like you don't just get the license and be successful. My first 2 or 3 years, I struggled. My first 2 years, I really struggled. But I worked 70 to 80 hours a week, consistent. I'm obsessed. It's all I do is think about work. But I was finally in a place where I could work 70 hours a week and grow, right? Like before, I sold cars. I was just living at the dealership, and I did other stuff, landscaping, restaurants, stuff like that. Yeah, you can work hard, but you don't make, you can only make so much money. I have a life and health license. So what I'm saying is, guys, like, do you think that, and also too, when I started selling insurance, I bought sales courses. I paid like 2 grand for a sales course. I put it on a credit card. I didn't have the money. I had just gotten clean from shooting heroin. I was a dope junkie, guys. Like I'm telling, like I was totally broke, but I started investing in myself. And if you want money and time, which everybody here wants time and money, right? You want a new house, you want to pay off your debt, you want to put your kids through college, you want to buy the car you want to retire your parents, you want to pay for their medical care, people that, kids or something. Like the insurance license is the way that you can do it. Okay. And do it. So invest in yourself. I'm not just saying this to pitch you guys my products. Like I'm gonna eat the same steak on Friday, whether someone buys my stuff or not. But I made it and I spent a long time making this. It wasn't just like I put it together, flim flam. I spent a long time putting it together so that you guys don't have to spend nearly as much time or money as I did figuring all this stuff out. I have a course, I have this channel that teaches you how to pass the test. There's a ton of free content on this channel. And then I have another channel that teaches you how to sell insurance. Stake for the gains is right. So chargebacks. Uh, yeah, no. Josh, it depends what you're selling. I put 20% away for chargebacks, but sometimes you got to pay your bills. So, but guys, you get the practice exams here. It's it's $37. You get 5 or 6 of them, depending on your state. They have state law questions. They mimic the state exam as close as possible. It's not going to be exactly, but there are some actually that are exactly on there. So there will be some that are like the exact same. And there's going to be some that might be different. Their state pulls from a bank of like 1,000 questions, right? So we have them that mimic them as much as possible. but the link is in there. And I want everybody to be successful. Frank, you just got to focus on the vocab. When you guys take those tests, when you get those practice tests, every time you answer a question, there's a little tip when you answer the question right or wrong. It tells you, it justifies the answer. It says, no, actually, this is the answer because of this. So it's actually a full study guide in each test. So it's a lot of learning. All right. Um, I have to drive back I have like an hour drive ahead of me. And I appreciate everybody being on here tonight. So I'm gonna give you guys a few seconds. If you just want to copy that practice exam thing, if you want to get it now, great. If you want to save it for later, cool. If you don't care, no problem. ND said thank you and your supportive girlfriend for this quick review. But do whatever you got to do to get this license and don't give up. Yeah, like New Hampshire, they have a 2,000 question bank. Yeah. All right. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much. Have a good night.